Ahead here, Penn and Cornell at the Palestra. A little bit of evening rumbling on deck for you. There's a look at head coach Roger Revano of the Penn Quakers program, and what a great job Roger has done in both of his tenures here in University City, leading this program, and once again another top 25 team that he's fielded here. Starting out at 157, Lucas Revano starting off against Meyer Shapiro, and starting this one off with a bang. Nick, this is one of the ones that we circled ahead of time, certainly off to a fast start here.
Yeah, you look at this matchup on paper. Shapiro, the favorite, of course, according to the rankings, as you see on your screen. But Shapiro's been very special right off the bat as a freshman. The guy we mentioned in the open, a four-time national champion, Yanni Diakmahalis, Cornell legend, of course. Really high on Shapiro. Revano doing a good job attacking that front head, though. Back and forth.
Shapiro, one of several members of the Cornell Big Red team that had a fun time last time out against Princeton. Won by tech fall last time out. Stalemate called here. Meanwhile, it was a successful trip north for Penn in New England. They beat Harvard 34-6 in Cambridge last week. Lucas Revano coming up with a win at 157. Major decision.
See Shapiro working the front head in these head-to-head tie-ups a lot here.
Revano kind of stuffed out there on his shot attempt, and now Shapiro, after that sprawl, we'll see if he has a counter move or if they'll just return to their feet. Stalemate called here.
I like the way Shapiro's attacking right now, front head, trying to dictate the pace. Really keeping his level really low. Revano is forced to go on his heels here. Good shot, though, on this single leg.
Revano trying to get his leg free while also moving Shapiro to his back.
Revano's head is caught underneath. Shapiro's doing a good job scrambling right now.
There is the takedown for Revano, and then the stalemate.
Interesting sequence right there. Revano able to fight through the position, get his hands locked around the leg. Shapiro could only do so much through that crotch lock right there. There were some danger calls potentially coming as Shapiro's back was exposed briefly, and Revano just kept at it. Didn't give up on the position, and that's a huge start for the Penn Quaker.
Nice escape there by Shapiro. And now they'll restart in the center. Revano very aggressive to begin this one in round number 1. And we haven't always seen that from Revano. In the earlier periods, he has been one of the wrestlers who's been so patient, feeling out his opponent, but against a ranked opponent the quality of Shapiro, you do get the impression that Revano wants to kind of take his points where he can get them early.
You see Shapiro just continuing to push the pace here even late in this first period. Revano's doing a good job defending, sprawling, and getting his hips and his legs away. Doing a good job circling, though, in case he doesn't get hit for stalling here. But Shapiro, again, is just pushing the pace. Might be trying to draw out that stalling call. And again, Revano has been able to counterattack as he is right here.
2, 1, time.
It's a good finish to the end of this period. Revano with a 3-1 lead. One of the rare circumstances, just by nature of the color of the singlet, that you'll see Penn not in the red. Revano and Penn wearing green today.
kind of goes a little bit.
Oh, you think so? The Cornell Big Red?
Nice quick escape there from Shapiro. Cuts that lead back down to 1. Very explosive at the bottom, but Revano, Joe, has just been so active in these counterattacks. But again, this is the position where Shapiro loves to get to, this front head. You see that right arm of Shapiro over top right now, trying to re-attack. Revano's doing a good job keeping that left arm across the back here.
Now a stall has been called against Revano, and the Palestra crowd does not like it.
Yeah, alluded to that in the first period, and you know, I'm not saying I agree with that call right there. Revano was active, and he was trying to score, get back into a better position, but that's what you're going to get at some of these officials, Joe, when you see a guy like Shapiro who's just constantly on the move here. He's on his toes, good snap down here, and oh, that was just nice slide by from Shapiro. Now he's got to get Revano down to the mat.
And he does to get the takedown, so now Cornell in front. Shapiro had 5-3. So slick from Shapiro to secure the back and then the takedown.
I mean, those are the attacks that he's just been trying to set up this entire match so far. A lot of front heads, trying to get Revano's posture broken. And eventually, you just use a lot of misdirection in order to slide to the back right there. And now Shapiro's been very tough on top this year. And, you know, you're seeing it more and more now, the development of these guys coming from the high school level now, and they obviously make the immediate impact as college freshmen. But Shapiro's been in that elite class of how good he's been on top this year.
Shapiro coming from Wyoming Seminary College, Wrestling Factory. Shapiro had 5-3 here on Revano.
You only got 20 seconds to go in this second period. If you're Revano, an escape point is paramount here to cut into this lead. Got up to his base here. We see Shapiro just cranking on that foot, able to ride through. Revano, good roll through here, though.
Not too bad from Revano. 9 seconds left.
4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, time.
And way to hold on by Shapiro. And very important, because like you said, Nick, it is Revano's choice here in period number 3. He'll start down.
Well, he showed off the explosiveness at the end of that second period right there, and Shapiro just somehow, some way kept his hips high, able to keep his balance, follow Revano, who got into a very compromising position right there, able to roll through and almost came out the back. But again, that's just great wrestling by Shapiro on top. Maintain that control. Revano's in this match. I know that riding time is building up. It's at 45 seconds and counting for Shapiro. It's not a factor yet, but it's very close, and this is not where you want to be if you're Revano. Shapiro just able to figure forward that leg. He said the moment. You gotta continue to build back up to your base. Gotta try to step a leg up here, but so heavy is Shapiro. See him just shelving that leg now with that right thigh.
Looked as though Shapiro might have been hunting a turn as well there before Revano scooted away. Riding time up towards 1 minute and 20 seconds now for Shapiro. Potentially dangerous called here.
But Shapiro was trying to set up an arm bar on that left side. They didn't like the way that arm was going, though. Got to keep it legal, as they say. He's been active on top, Shapiro. He's getting out to the sides, rolling wrists underneath. He's looking for opportunities so far. I'd like to see Revano potentially hit that Granby roll again. Again, if you're Penn, Joe, especially in a match that was expected to go to Cornell on paper, you don't want to give up a big move here, but Revano and start looking for rolls again. Almost like that, but Shapiro able to follow him.
Revano trying the back door first, now the front door. Back up to his feet. Shapiro looking for the mat return. And there it is. Out of bounds as well. Cornell liking what they're seeing from Shapiro.
Yeah, you could tell by the home crowd, at least, Joe. They want to stall on Shapiro. He is working, but if Revano keeps moving like that, they might draw one out. But you don't have much time left, and that riding time is about 2 seconds away from being locked up for Shapiro, and it'll be a 3-point lead. But again, Revano's not out of it. He just needs an escape point here, escape point and a takedown. Get him this win. Oh, that was just nasty.
And once again, Nick, you talked about how huge that hold on was at the end of last period by Shapiro, because you're in kind of a different situation if Revano does get that point there.
30 seconds.
Shapiro had both boots in momentarily. He's got the riding time point locked now. Essentially a 3-point lead. So if you're Revano, you got to get out here. Boy, man, Shapiro's just so good.
Able to keep hold of that left foot. No return.
When I talked about how Shapiro's been a menace on top for opponents this year, 15-2 as a freshman. And again, he's in that national title conversation. You know, some people think so. Be quite surprised if he doesn't find his way to the podium in Kansas City next month. You can certainly beat a lot of guys with this type of ability on top. And again, just he is not letting Revano even get close to getting out. Able to drive back on these legs.
Revano trying for something big here.
3, 2, 1, time.
Clock was supposed to have been stopped about 4 seconds ago. Officials will try to get that corrected here. Not a lot of time before Cornell would claim the first lead of this duel.
Yeah, they're waiting for the official score clock on the mat to get reset. Over 2.5 minutes of riding time there for Shapiro. Yeah, there was at least 3 or 4 seconds left. Again, unless Revano's able to somehow flip his hips back into Shapiro and stick him to the mat, it's not really going to matter.
See, Nick, you're too young to struggle with technology, but if I was over there, someone would be asking me, did you turn it off and turn it back on? As they're trying to get the clock back.
You can always blow into the cartridge, too.
There you go. Now you're speaking my language. Kids across America, what is a cartridge? So they'll count it on the mat now. I kind of thought that they might.
4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, time.
And that's how this one ends. 6-3. A decision win. Shapiro claiming the first lead for Cornell.
Just a solid win there for Meyer Shapiro. Again, just so good on his feet. Finally worked the front heads to the slide by. And again, so dominant on top. That's the difference in that match.